What's going on, everybody? Lindsay back here with Side Hustle 247, and today we are going to talk about an independent courier company that pays anywhere from $200 to $300 a day. Now, that's going to obviously be kind of up in the air depending on what kind of vehicle, what kind of route, what you're doing. So, obviously, if you got a car, there's only going to be a certain amount you're going to end up being able to make before you kind of cap out and you're spending more time with your hours to make more money versus how much you can actually put in your vehicle. When you get into like the cargo van and the box truck, you're going to obviously be making more money. Now, whether that's worth it or not, that's going to be completely up to you. That's going to be completely up to you as far as like doing your research on all these different avenues and deciding what vehicle is best for you. If you already have a cargo van, then you're in good shape. I think you're going to be able to make some money, but you're going to have to go out there and put in the effort, put in the work, find companies that are looking. Maybe you have to start down kind of at the bottom and work your way up. Unfortunately, in this business, I keep saying the same thing. You have to work your way up. You're not going to just be thrown into a $400 a day position and you only have to work 4 hours. So that being said, make sure and hit that subscribe button because you guys have been awesome. I mean, unbelievable. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Hit that notification bell. Make sure and drop a comment. Let me know where you're from, what's going on. This company should actually be a good one for those people who keep hitting me up with these kind of oddball cities. And make sure and hit that thumbs up because the more thumbs up you get, the more times you guys talk on the videos, the more traction YouTube gives me and gets me spread out to more people. Thank you so much. So let's jump in. What is this company called? It's called Reliable Couriers. So how I found this company, it's kind of crazy. It was just like people keep hitting me up randomly like with these cities and they're like, hey, what about Seattle? What about this? And I'm like, I don't know. I'm sure some of the companies that I've put out there have had these cities in them, but I'm not going to go back through every single one of them looking for these people. And a lot of times, yes, people are lazy, and I'm going to say it, they don't want to do their own research. But I try, if I have a minute, to Google some stuff real quick for them. So like I'm trying to engage and help people out as much as possible. So what ended up happening, I kept on getting these cities and I Google them real quick to throw a few out just to kind of get them rolling. And Reliable just kept coming up and up and up and up. And these random, North Carolina smaller cities, Myrtle Beach, Seattle, things like that. Just, kind of different cities that I wasn't sure about. So Reliable Couriers. What do? They do a little bit of everything. Let's hop up here. Services. They do medical, same-day delivery, which is, a lot of medical and stuff like that. Remote office pickup, trade shows delivery, print and delivery. Let's see. Where was I? Sorry. I got a text right in the middle of it. Print and delivery, next flight out, legal. So they do a wide variety of things. They have a wide variety of vehicles. Let's go down to the service area. They have a pretty large service area. Let's see. Arizona, California, Colorado, Florida, Georgia, Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky, Massachusetts, Michigan, Nevada, New York, North Carolina, Ohio, Oregon, Pennsylvania, South Carolina, Texas, Utah, Washington, Wisconsin. So I want to go back over here because it actually showed a map too. Because, as soon as I show everybody these where they're at, somebody's going to ask me, well, what about this city? Look at the map. There you go. There's a map. It actually is in a lot of places, a ton of places. Now, there's some places that it's not. But the East Coast looks like it's fully covered. The West Coast looks like it's pretty much fully covered. But, there's some spots out in just like the middle of the West that, there's just not a lot of coverage in. So But there's plenty of courier companies out there. You guys have to do your work, do your due diligence. Let's pop over here. Jobs now hiring. So the one thing I could say about this company that's kind of weird is like I didn't see a lot of their job openings on like Indeed or Simply Hired or some of these other job boards, which is a little strange. But maybe that's because they're doing so much. I feel like they're on Google everywhere. Every time I type in courier, reliable couriers on the first page. So maybe they're just getting a lot of applications that way, and they don't need to be on Indeed. I don't know how it works. Maybe in some of these situations they're actually like, bringing you on as a courier and then kind of farming you out to the actual companies. I don't know how it works. And I've never done any particular. So here, if you enjoy fast-paced work environment, delivering packages, reliable couriers want you. You will be subject to a background check and motor vehicle check. Standard stuff. We all know that. By now, if you've been watching my videos, you know this. Now, they're going to look for your name. It looks like they want you to put a resume in there. It says it's optional, so you don't have to. People always ask me, well, I don't have anything on my resume. Well, I'm not an advocate of lying. But at the end of the day, it's just like, this is not rocket science. You really don't need some hardcore resume. But if they're requiring it, well, then, that's ridiculous. And you should, do your best to put something together that makes sense for them. That's all I'll say. They're going to ask you what type of vehicle. So car, SUV, cargo van, box truck, other. So if you got, I imagine the larger vehicle, the more you're going to be able to put in it, the more you'll be able to make. 50 pounds, pretty typical stuff. Am I able to work 9 a.m. to 6 p.m.? No matter what, just put yes. Don't like say no, I can only work from this time to this time. That's hurt me in the past when I've done stuff like that, and it's just kind of like, I would just tell them you're available all the time. And then get them to hire you and then start like changing some of the things that you said. If not, they may pass you up for something silly. So you don't want to do that. I have a driver's license, yes, blah, 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 valid insurance with my name and policy. I don't know. I'm sure they'll probably end up making you do commercial insurance, but I don't know for sure. It doesn't say right there. Can you pass a background check? Can you pass a drug screening? Boom, additional comments. If there's something in here that you want to put on there, like throw it out there. You're super excited. You're dependable. You're on time to everything. Most of these jobs just want you to be reliable, reliable couriers. Yeah. So anyways, they want you to be dependable. They want you to be able to operate, make it seem like, your life is theirs. They can do whatever you want, even though that's not the truth, and you'll have to get into that. But a lot of times that'll get you in the door, and that's what they expect of you. And so, you move on. So anyways, that's the end of that. Reliable couriers, go fill out an application. Just add it to another, part of like all the different companies out there. I'm sorry if these companies aren't booming in your area. I'm sorry if they're not paying well in your area. I'm sorry if the apps aren't like happening in your area. Like I understand that, you guys. And I'm sorry, but keep on talking to me. Love to hear from you guys. Love talking. Let's keep it positive. This is a positive channel. I know there's negative stuff out there. I know there's negative thoughts, directed at certain companies. Like everybody's not going to be positive. You can't go find reviews on anything that are just like 100% positive. And in reality, like the one time I've written reviews is because I was overly pissed off. I don't even go write positive reviews, which is probably wrong because people would like to hear from me. But the reality is like the 1 or 2 times I've actually written a review on something because I was overly pissed off something happened. So you take that stuff with a grain of salt. Do as much research as possible. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the thumbs up, notification bell. Talk to me down below. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.